humanity? A force? An instinct? Perhaps an understanding of the very nature of what it means to be us in the first place. A design? Where did it come from? Why did it begin? Would the world exist differently if we weren't existing? What does it mean to be a human being? To be human is to accept that we need each other, that we complement one another. To be human is to be conscious of the human spirit within us, an inherent nature, a fundamental reason for our being. To appreciate the connections and bonds between us. To look into the eyes of everything, from pets to our loved ones, with a sense of presence. Not beholding nor encouraging the nature of ignorance. We create things, and then these things that we create brings only a temporary fulfillment to us. Because we do not address the problem from a fundamental perspective. We've had world plagues, wars, and during such times, the nature of our human spirit becomes more visible. Awoken from false realities, self-inflicted daydreams, by cryings and sounds of guns and missiles, a quick relapse.
National lockdown because of its rising number of coronavirus infections.
Concerns are spreading across
as the country battles a fourth wave of COVID. In recent days, just recorded its highest rates of infection since the pandemic began, and doctors warn that some hospitals will soon reach capacity.
The relentless struggle against a persistent and brutal reality.
Appreciating the validity of the connections we have. Ignoring cell phones and media, a solution born of ignorance. If it was a solution, why do we drift away from them when such tragedy befalls us? We need to accept this part of us, embarking on a journey vulnerable to the human spirit in you and I. What happens when we ignore the spirit in us? A conflict between our human spirit and the derivative nature of the social spirit we constructed for ourselves arises. The lines further blur, but the human spirit remains an evolutionary instinct, its growth stunted by ignorance. The diversities of the human spirit are simple, a complementary network of awesomeness in itself, each different from person to person, but content in its ability. Our spirit, misunderstood and ignored, a shield protecting an evolutionary instinct, an unjustified gut feeling, a hungry busybody, a spirit possessing in itself a creative theory and a destructive reckoning, evolving to better versions of ourselves, with our spirit the captain of the journey. We need to embrace it, see it, act in it. These lines may be blurred, but not erased. The knowledge, the understanding, the love, the human spirit.